Hi, Chris.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, everybody. I'm Chris McCarthy from WBSM. While we're here in New Bedford, the Biden campaign apparently is meeting at Camp David to figure out what they're going to do. We know what we're going to do. We're going to elect Donald Trump president. We have the chairman of the Republican Party, Amy Carnevale, here to join us. I'd like to welcome up Amy Carnevale to the Trump campaign here in New Bedford.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here in New Bedford in the 10th Bristol District. On behalf of the Republican Party in Massachusetts, we are so looking forward to making the state red again. And I think it starts right here in New Bedford. I just want to start by recognizing any elected officials we might have with us today. If we have any electeds, could you raise your hands? Any state committee members? I know we have some state committee members. Joanne Hodgson. Joanne. And I know we have several candidates with us. Bob McConnell is running for the 10th Bristol. And I believe we have Joey Pyrus with us as well. Joey. That's Joey. And for U.S. Senate, we have Bob Antonellis. And Bob's also running in a primary with John Deaton and Ian King. So, any other candidates before I wrap that up? We don't see. Thank you so much for the candidates taking the time to run for office. Without you, we don't have the policies that we can implement in November. So I just want to say a word about the Republican Party in Massachusetts. We won a special election a year ago in a state senate district that was held by a Democrat for 50 years. And we won that because the issues were on our side. Immigration, the migrant crisis, illegals coming over. Sorry, guys. Is that better? There we go. The migrants coming over our border. Massachusetts is now spending over $1 billion per year on these illegal migrants coming across our border. And this is at the expense of our veterans, our seniors, and people here in Massachusetts. So people have woken up. And with that special election that we had last November with Peter Durant in the state senate, he has now held the line in the Senate, forcing our senators to vote out in the open, vote in public, and forcing accountability on Beacon Hill. So we're going to continue that momentum. We have a great crop of candidates here in the 10th Bristol and across Massachusetts running for office. And we're working in collaboration, as you can see here today, with the Trump campaign. This is the second field office the Mass Republican Party has opened to work in collaboration with the Trump campaign and our candidates running for office. And so we're really excited to bring it home in November, not only for President Trump here in Massachusetts, but for all of our candidates running up and down the ballot. And I couldn't have had a better partner in crime here with the former sheriff, Tom Hodgson. So we're getting ready to head to Milwaukee in just 2 weeks, and we're so excited to represent the state of Massachusetts and represent all of you in Milwaukee as we cast our votes, our 40 votes in Massachusetts on behalf of President Trump to be our next president. So with that, I'll turn it back over to our host who would like to introduce our next speaker. Thank you.
Folks, I want to introduce a great friend of mine, a great friend of all of you, the former sheriff of Bristol County, Tom Hodgson, who's doing a bang-up job representing the Trump campaign. He's all over the state of Massachusetts. He's a regular on my program as well. My friend, your friend, our sheriff, Tom Hodgson. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. The first thing I want to do is I want to say thank you to Jim DeMello, who is the owner of this DeMello International Center, a guy who has been the most amazing person when it comes to doing things for people, for companies, for people in need in this community. And whenever he's asked, he always reaches out and never seems like he can do enough. I'm not sure what's going on with the mic. But at any rate, he was kind enough to allow us to have this headquarters here. And as you can imagine, the building's full of all kinds of businesses and people. We even got Mr. Keating's office over there. But it just goes to show you he is somebody who is truly committed to his community, and he's done an amazing job. And we're just so grateful to Jim DeMello for all he's done for us and for this community. Before I offer some remarks about the campaign, talk a little bit about what we all can do together to make sure we bring this election over the finish line, I just want to talk a little bit about and give you a sense of our structure here for our campaign in Massachusetts. And I would ask when I introduce any individuals that I name on our organizational chart here to just raise your hand so people can see who you are. First, I want to introduce Steve Semple, who is our Vice Chair of Administration. Steve's here today. I know Cody Thompson couldn't be here. He's our Vice Chair of Strategy. Chester Tam is here, our Vice Chair of Operations and Digital Media. Tom Johnson, our Vice Chair of Finance and Data, could not be here. Harry Loomis, Vice Chair of Logistics. Chris McCarthy, Vice Chair of Media and PR. Tom Malcolm, who is our Vice Chair of Coalitions. David Lopez, who is our Vice Chair of Get Out the Vote campaign. He's doing a great job. Our senior graphics designer couldn't be here. All these, you'll see a lot of them down in the new headquarters downstairs. But when you see these beautiful pictures of President Trump as a lion, and all these other pictures he's created, it's pretty amazing. This guy's now being sought after all over the country, and he's been providing these graphics, and they're just absolutely amazing and beautiful. So we thank Bob Cooch for all the work he's done for us. Our campaign field director, Ruth Mazzo, and she's responsible for the outreach to all the captains, Senate captains, vice chairs, and regional directors, and making sure that the activities are continuing on a daily basis. Our events coordinator is Deputy of Coalitions Heather Viveras. Heather, you here? There she is. When you see the headquarters downstairs, Heather, Chester Helpman. Heather was really she was the designer. She did an amazing thing. She's showing up here with these full carpets, carrying them on her shoulder, bringing them in, chairs, everything. When you see